So Destination North Myrtle Beach led a very broad community effort to develop a destination master plan, and sustainability was one of the core pillars at the beginning of what did we want to get to? What did we want to make sure that the plan addresses? We want visitors to know that when they come here, we care about our places, our beaches, our natural areas, and we have not become overly commercial in order to protect them. And so it's not that we needed to change a lot of things. It was about how we acknowledge, celebrate, bring forward some of those sustainability efforts that are already going on. We're really excited that ideas that start out in one form or fashion become a seed that takes you to another opportunity. And that's really where we are today.
We knew we wanted to do an Oyster Roast fundraiser to benefit the local business community, but after 2 planning sessions, it became quite clear that we might be onto something a little bit bigger than that. What we quickly realized is that this was a tremendous opportunity for us to educate the community on the benefits of oyster shell recycling, and that's how the Oyster Roast fundraiser became the Oyster Roast for the Coast.
We decided that let's make this something big, let's make it about something in our community, something in our environment, something that everybody can really get behind. And everybody that's involved in this kind of projects and initiatives, they're very excited, and nobody wants to go against sustainability. We just want to know how can we do it better. We've seen all the oyster shell recycling programs in other areas, and we really knew that North Myrtle Beach had a great opportunity for where we're located, plus all the high volume restaurants we have, the amazing community support we have on all levels here. So we just knew that this was a way to, hey, let's get the awareness going on so then we can really start forming things and organizing things a little bit better. And it's been great so far.
We really didn't expect to have over 1,000 people at the event. Who would have known that 4 months later, we'd be putting the oyster shells from that fundraiser back into our waters, improving the quality of life and the quality of our waters in North Myrtle Beach.
We can't do this by ourselves, but we want to do more. We need to work with the city, local businesses, and the Department of Natural Resources. Visitors care about coming to this great, quiet, family-friendly, natural beach. And they want to know that they can make a difference as well.
When we're deploying these oyster shells, we either put them in a wire cage or oyster shell bags to hold those oyster shells in place to give that shoreline resiliency in that first year. Today, we've deployed 300 bags of recycled oyster shell. Each bag gets around 450 oysters recruited to it. That's around 135,000 oysters being recruited to this reef that we built today over the next year, year and a half. Those oysters are then filtering 2.5 gallons of water an hour. So you're getting over 400,000 gallons of water being filtered by these oysters in 1 hour. You can get up to 4 million gallons of water each day. The next kind of phase of that is they will make our shorelines more robust, protecting all that lovely Spartina marsh grass that we have out here. And then our third kind of big benefit is oysters are habitat for over 120 different species. Just these little efforts and getting dirty and getting muddy can really help change the scope of an ecosystem out here for the better.
We do believe this is a great selling point for our business. It's also a way to show people that we do care about our environment, our community here, and we're not just about the high turnover that we really want to put back into our community here.
Sustainability is really important to Destination North Myrtle Beach for a variety of reasons. One is that we want to take care of this place where we live. We invite visitors here all the time. And when we think about sustainability, we think about economics, we think about taking care of the earth, we think about doing business in a smart way that's sustainable in that it's here for the long term.
We've got a very, very active community, and they take sustainability seriously. They take recycling seriously. We had over 100 volunteers from our community come out and help us build these wire baskets or boxes that we were able to put into our shoreline and help with some erosion problems we were having. And we go back today, and there's thousands of oysters now on those boxes and it's preserved. So it's a great initiative for our city, and we look forward to being involved, and I know the city's excited about where we're headed.
message to locals about how to get involved is to recycle your oysters. You have to do a little bit of sorting, but there's a drop-off point on Sea Mountain Highway. They can do that today. The other is to thank restaurants. When we get a program up and running, follow along and acknowledge and thank the restaurants that will ultimately participate.